Hi Steve, how are you?
I'm good, you okay?
I'm good, thanks for coming in today for your appraisal. How was your trip in?
Oh, not too bad.
Good, I'm glad. There's a few, so I'll explain to you the structure of what's going to happen today, and I'll explain what we're going to do. So just want to check that you've got your job description with you.
Yep.
Brilliant, thank you. So we'll go over what's been good, areas of improvement to make, and then we'll set some targets, and then we'll agree when the next meeting is going to be, and also any training or kind of future projects that you would like to work on,
Sure.
and that you would like to be a part of. So I think probably overall it's a pretty positive story from you. I know there's been a few issues with a couple of colleagues, but you've got fairly good performance against the targets. But I suppose from my point of view, I feel like you've kind of lost a little bit of enthusiasm, really. So what do you think's gone well?
Well, I've achieved all of my inbound targets, and I finished, I think it was 0.5 ahead for the full year. In outbound, I fluctuate about 1% on the benchmark, but I'm about 0.9% away from best in class. So I'm close. And I think you can see I've shown improvement over time, especially in damage free, which I think is by about 0.2%, and increased my orders picked by 4.4 units. I haven't particularly made any innovation though, because people don't bother to help me. So
Okay.
I don't really, but I want to improve.
Great, that's good to hear, and I'm super pleased that you have kind of met all of your targets. And I think for us, it's about sort of getting you to best in class.
Mm-hmm.
What haven't you enjoyed so much, or kind of areas that you'd like to improve on?
Well, nobody likes me, so I spend a lot of time on my own. I mean, I think I'm the hardest worker in my team, but I don't really bond with people naturally. They're all huggy and pally, and I just don't do that. I never really have, and it kind of made some ill feeling, which I think slows me down.
Okay.
So basically, I mean, I feel like whatever I do, I won't be particularly liked. So now I just can't be bothered to attend any of the socials or the meetups or drinks or anything, because there's no point, because nobody will talk to me.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you feel like that, and I'm sure hopefully by the end of this we'll come up with an idea that you've done. So, having looked at the stats from your department, you're doing pretty well. How do you think that the company is performing? For getting the kind of outbound orders in?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay.
I think we're doing well.
And then I think what's been difficult is that we've been having fewer orders than some of our competitors. Do you think that affects your morale a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, especially because my inbound's gone down.
Okay.
So.
Okay, fine. Actually, what I did mention is you filled out your self-appraisal form, which is great. Okay, where on the self-appraisal form, where have we got to? Okay, fine. And then in a kind of a previous life, in your previous job, what position were you there?
Supervisor.
Okay, and then and then obviously being a team member at the moment, what's your ambition at the moment?
I want to be a supervisor again.
Okay, fine, great. So I think if we kind of look at the full year, you so inbound orders, which is obviously the part the company looks afterwards, is 4.5. So actually 4.5 against a target of 4, and then all of your targets were met. So picked, you were 1.4 up. On time, you were bang on. Damaged, you were 0.2% up against the target. Well done, thank you for that. And accuracy, you were 0.1% up. 99.9 is the industry benchmark, so I think all we've got to kind of really work out how to do is to do that 0.7 and to get you there. So you touched on not sort of getting on with colleagues, why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, obviously I had that issue with Martin, but that was sorted out. He took offence to some jokes I was making, but that was sorted out. I kind of work well with him now. I think it's just that, I mean, they're a clique and they're all friends and they go out, and I'm not that kind of person, which means that if I don't want to go out and have a drink with them, they kind of shut down with me at work as well, so I kind of get isolated. Okay,
fine. Well, and then have you attended kind of any staff events or worked on any extra projects or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I don't get invited to them anymore, and if there's any extra projects, I don't get included in those either.
Okay, and then with how's your relationship with Martin now?
Yeah, it's fine. We don't have much to do with each other now. We're still part of the same team, but he's in a different department. But it's fine when we see each other.
Okay. So I think so I think when we come to your objectives part, I've got an idea of. I mean, have you got any suggestions of how you feel that we could help you? Is there any kind of schemes or opportunities that you would like to aim for?
Well, I really want to do my Institute of Logic's apprentice scheme, so I can prove that I'm ready and move forwards. And I'm really interested in the opportunity of working out in Nigeria, if one came.
Okay, so that's interesting. So you know about that we're expanding into Africa. So apprenticeships, so I'm going to put looking to do Africa project. Okay, and then why do you want to move? Why do you think you'd be a good fit to move to Africa?
I don't know. You need somebody who can think on their feet and work independently and not have to be looked after or babysat all the time. And I can do that. And I want to change of scenery.
Okay, so some feet and would like good reasons and would like to change of scenery. Okay. Okay. So just so you know, I have touched base with Martin as well because I've done his appraisal, and he certainly feels like it's water under the bridge, and he's more than happy to work with you at the moment. I think probably my only other main area that I'd like to talk about is the number of days absent in the last 12 months. Which is kind of quite high. We wouldn't expect it to be more than sort of really 4.5. They're all 2-day absences at the same time in the month. I know that we haven't done any return to work interviews, but having looked at the clocking in and clocking out data on the system, it is always the same 2 days. Have you got an explanation for that?